Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Welcome to our last session of Wisdom of Women Bhagavad Gita classes. So successfully we have completed 17 chapters of Bhagavad Gita with the mercy of Guru Krishna and Vaishnavas. And with the same mercy, we'll continue our today's session on 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, 18th chapter is also kind of essence to all the topics that we have discussed so far. So as I said earlier, second chapter and 18th chapter are like kind of summary essence. In second chapter, when Arjuna surrendered, Krishna out of enthusiasm and out of happiness that his favorite friend or a devotee has surrendered to him, so he started giving the complete knowledge, and in the 18th chapter it is like a conclusion. So this chapter also contains all the contents of the Bhagavad Gita, and also Krishna would, at the end of this chapter, Krishna would take us to the final ultimate essence of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so I would kindly request you to pay attention to this class specifically, because this contains the complete essence of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, let us start our session with Mangalacharan. Yeah, this chapter name is Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, or in English it is Perfection of Renunciation. Okay. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमाप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरद्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम्। श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन जी की जय, श्री श्री गौर निताय की जय, श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय, जगत गुरु पतित पावन श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रील गुरुदेव की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। Yeah, so today's session is also dedicated to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Yeah, so The acronym given to this chapter is SMILE, SMILE. Okay. So S stands for Summary of Karma Yoga, 1 to 18 shlokas. M for Modes of Nature, 19 to 40 shlokas. I for Ideal Worker, 41 to 55. L for Love of God, 56 to 66. E for End Results, 67 to 78. SMILE, Summary of Karma Yoga, Modes of Nature, Ideal Worker, Love of God, End Results. Okay. So let us see the summary of Karma Yoga. So this chapter starts with Arjuna's question. So Arjuna is asking question to Krishna. Arjuna uvacha sanyasasya mahabaho tattvam ichchami veditum tyagasya cha hrishikesha pratakkeshi nishudhana. Arjuna said, O mighty armed one, I wish to understand the purpose of renunciation and of the renounced order of life sannyasa, O killer of the Keshi demon, master of the senses. So Arjuna is asking question to Krishna in this 18th chapter. So he is asking the question. So basically, Krishna, I just want to know or understand the purpose of renunciation. Renunciation means the spirit of renunciation, the spirit of detachment. Okay, and the renounced order of life. So basically, there are four orders. If you remember the fourth chapter, we have discussed the orders and the statuses of life. Like we have Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. These are four social orders, and four social statuses would be like, once again, four social statuses there. Four social orders would be like uh, Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. So these are the four ashramas, four Varnas and four ashramas. Okay. And now Arjuna is asking the question, Krishna, I want to know the difference between working with the spirit of devotion versus the renounced order of life. Renounced order of life is nothing but sannyasa. Those who had taken the path of sannyasa means they leave everything and they go on for renunciation. Okay, they will not stay with the family, they leave everything and go on for renunciation. So what is the difference between that type of renunciation and renunciation where I maintain the spirit of detachment? So I just want to know the difference between these two. Arjuna is asking this question. Let us see what is Krishna giving the answer to this. Yeah. So Krishna is giving what is true renunciation. Okay. Acting with detachment is true renunciation and brings freedom from reaction. So basically, Krishna says, let us see these 3 points also, and then I'll explain. Detachment from fruits, but not those activities themselves. Renounced order of life sannyasa and renunciation of the fruits of action tyaga are the same. So Krishna is giving a conclusion here. Work performed in this way is renunciation in the mode of goodness. So basically, Arjuna, you're asking the question that whether renounced order of life is best or renunciation of the fruits of activity is best. But as per my opinion, they both are same, because in both the cases, you are not attached to the activities, but you, you engage in activities, but you get detached from the fruits. So when you act with detachment, that is nothing but the true renunciation. Basically, we have this misconception that when people say renunciation, or let us put it this way, like when people read Bhagavad Gita, people would think that okay, they will leave everything, they leave the family life, and now they just leave us apart, and they'll just go on in the path of bhakti. People would have this misconception. Yeah, but Krishna is saying that that is not true renunciation. True renunciation means you have to act, but you are not supposed to get attached to your activities or the fruits of activities. So that is the real renunciation. So if Bhagavad Gita teaches us to leave away all our duties, all our activities, then why would Krishna would impel or would even suggest Arjuna to go on for the battle? Yes. So Krishna's intention is you have to act. You are not supposed to not act also. So you're supposed to act, but you have to act with an intention that you are not become attached to the activity or the fruits of the activities. That is how you have to work. So if this is called the true renunciation, then basically renounced order of life and renunciation of the fruits of activities, they both are same, Arjuna. Okay, is it clear? Is it confusing? Clear? So we are not supposed to, basically it is like this. Renunciation of action versus renunciation in action. Renunciation of action means you renounce from the action itself. That means you don't even do the action. Krishna is not suggesting this. Renunciation of action, it is no, big no. Renunciation in action means you are acting, but you are maintaining renunciation, the mood of renunciation in action. So this is the one that we have to follow. Okay, clear? Yeah. So basically, if we perform work in this way, that is the renunciation in the mode of goodness. Okay. So basically, by asking this question, Arjuna is again getting clarity whether I have to renounce everything from this war, or do I have to work by detaching from the results? What is best? So Arjuna is asking this. So Krishna is again giving clarity that you don't maintain renunciation of action, better maintain renunciation in action. Means don't escape from your work, do your work with detachment. That is true renunciation. Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. So again, Krishna is giving some more details. न हि देहभृता सक्यं शक्यं त्यक्तुं कर्माण्यशेषतः यस्तु कर्मफलत्यागी सत्यागीत्यभिधीयते. It is indeed impossible for an embodied being to give up all activities, but he who renounces the fruits of action is called one who has truly renounced. So Krishna is saying that it is indeed impossible for you to give up all activities, Arjuna. So no one who has got a life here in this material world, it is highly or impossible for each and every one of you to completely give up action. No, you cannot do that. You cannot stay without doing anything. So basically, how you have to do? You have to do by maintaining detachment. So that is the true renunciation. So even if you want to renounce from work, you cannot stay like that. Maybe out of your determination, you might renounce from action for some time, but you cannot stay like that for a very long time. So definitely you have to work. Better you work now, don't take to the path of renunciation, but take to the path of renunciation in action where you work, but don't get attached to results. Yeah. So motivation from false ego. So therefore, one who thinks himself the only doer, not considering the five factors, is certainly not very intelligent and cannot see things as they are. So it is in 18.16. So here Krishna is giving there are five factors when we are doing any activity, five doers basically. So let me show you who are those five doers. Okay. Yeah. I hope you remember how to navigate in Veda base, the Bhagavad Gita shlokas. Yeah, you remember it? You remember? Yes,
Yes,
no?
Mataji.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
Mataji.
Okay, fine. So Krishna is giving basically the five factors of action. So the place of action. So it is nothing but our body, the performer. Performer is nothing but the soul. The soul along with its false ego, the various senses that this body have, the different kinds of endeavors that we do, and ultimately the super soul. Basically, these are the five factors of action, Arjuna. So don't think that the performer itself is the doer. Many times we get to the notion that I am the doer, I am the doer. No, you are just one of the doers. There are other doers also. Yeah. So Krishna is giving the clarity. Mm. So does not consider the final doer the Supreme Lord. So basically, we are not the sole doers. We are like five doers, and the final doer is the Supreme Lord. Motivated by false ego, consider oneself as independent doer of one's actions. As I said, because of our false ego, we think that I am the only doer and I am the result of what whether I succeed. Like if I succeed, it is all by my credit, or if I fail, it is all by my fault, or it is just my own failure. But if one understands that there are many factors involved in our action, either we succeed or either we fail, we don't get so much, we don't face this so much of ups and downs in our life, because we acknowledge the fact that I am not the sole doer. Yeah. So I am one of the doers, but I am not the complete doer. So what is there in my hands? Let me try to give my best to it. But I should also understand that if it succeeds, then it is that along with my part, all other factors in the action have also worked well, and that's how I got success. So it is not just my own um, glory. Okay. Or if I fail also, we should analyze whether my attempts are proper or not in doing this activity. If they are not so proper, then I have to correct themselves. But even if you fail, we should understand that I'm not the only one. There are other factors that also need to come. I mean, everything should be in favored, only then I would get the right results. So basically, with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, people would not be too much depressed or too much, get into a mode of failure that if something goes wrong. So people with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, they understand that whatever is in my hands, I will do it perfectly. Let the results be in Krishna's control. Okay, so automatically the depression rate, the anxiety rate, the stress levels, and finally the suicide rates would definitely come down. Yes or no? People would take to the, this most abominable decision of committing suicide on one's own self. It is like, see, it is like we always try to protect ourselves from external dangers. But if we ourselves are trying to kill our own self, this is like the most degraded state of our mind. Yes or no? So we should definitely understand that either I succeed or either I failed. I should not be so much worried about it. Okay. People with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, they don't take to this path of suicide at all. They will definitely accept whatever is the result, because they perfectly know that we are not the complete doers. Yeah. Yeah. So, yasya nahankruto bhavo buddhir yasya na lipyate hatva pisai maloka nahanti na one who is not motivated by false ego, whose intelligence is not entangled, though he kills men in this world, does not kill, nor is he bound by his actions. So basically, if one can act with this proper detachment, with the spirit of renunciation, that is detached from the results of our action. So basically, if you do something, you will not get bound by those actions. So when will we get bound by the actions? Means when we are completely attached to the results. So when we are detached from the results and do our works as offering to the Supreme Lord, automatically whatever the sins that we incur in that activity, or whatever actions that we do, whatever the reactions that we are supposed to face, then we don't get entangled in those reactions, because we are detached from the results and offering all the results, the activity and the results to the Supreme Lord. Hence, we will not become get bonded, entangled. So this is basically the path of karma yoga. Okay, how we have to do karma. So don't stop karma. People feel like stopping karma would make me immune to reactionless life. Like it is like immune to sinful life. Like I stop working so that I don't get any reactions. No, that is not the case. Bhagavad Gita doesn't recommend that. You work with the mode of detachment. You offer the work to me and don't get attached to the results, and that is how you will be detached from the results. So not leaving the work is not the way to get yourself free from reactions, because when you leave the work, even though you have stopped working by your senses, your mind is still working. So when your mind is still working and senses are not working, then at one point of time, it it provokes all the senses in such a way that we end up doing sinful activities. So better you don't stop your work with detachment. This is the essence of karma yoga. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, okay. So motivation from super soul, Supreme Lord is the ultimate cause. So we are like maybe immediate and temporary causes, but the ultimate cause is the Supreme Lord. Everything has to be sanctioned by Him. So one in complete Krishna consciousness under the direction of the super soul within the heart is naturally not bound by any activity. He is not bound by any activity because he does all his activities for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. not ultimately responsible for their actions. He is not responsible for their actions too, because he works with the spirit of detachment. Think Krishna as supreme cause, does not get enamored by the fruits of their actions. They don't get enamored, whether it is a positive or a negative result. They don't get enamored, and they don't get even depressed by the results of their actions, and not motivated by false ego. So no false ego, even because they know that I am not the complete doer. There are many factors involved in this action to take place. So I'm just playing my part, but I am not the complete doer. So will not be influenced or motivated by the false ego. Intelligence is not entangled. So when we understand this, our work would come in this category. Like we do our work keeping all this in our mind. Okay. Yeah. So the next part. So this is the first part. Yes, that is summary of Karma Yoga. Now we are going to the second letter of our acronym M, that is modes of nature. So 19 to 40 shlokas. So basically here Krishna is giving knowledge, action or worker, understanding, determination, happiness in three modes. Okay. So we have discussed, mm, uh, you know, charity, sacrifice, austerity, food, all these in three modes in previous chapter, 17th chapter. Now Krishna is giving some more details in three modes. So basically, what is the reason for saying all these details in three modes is, see, Bhagavad Gita has given few things in three modes, but take it anything, be it anything, everything comes under the three modes. Everything that we do, whatever we do, it comes under this three modes of material nature. We will be under the influence of three modes. So the only way to get out of these three modes of material modes is by taking to devotional service. Okay. So let us see what is Krishna saying further on these three modes with regards to these specific activities. Okay. Yeah, now knowledge in three modes. So it is in goodness, it is like they see everything as same spirit, soul, absolute. So people in the mode of goodness, so their knowledge would be at the level that, see, I am also a spirit soul, you are also a spirit soul, and in the life of a dog also there is a spirit soul in it, or in the life of a cat, in the life of any being for that sake, it is the same spirit soul. So people in the mode of goodness have this knowledge that our outer bodily dress is different, or the body is different, but the soul, the core level, whatever the soul that is there, that is common in every living being. So this is the knowledge and goodness. Yeah, now knowledge and passion is, this sees different souls in everybody based on duality. So in passion it is like this. So I am different, you are different, she is different, that animal is different, this is different, that is different. So in passion, they don't recognize the sameness or the quality of the soul in all the living beings. They see the soul as different in all these beings. Okay. Whereas in the mode of ignorance, attached to one kind of work as all in all materialistic. So these people are like, they don't even know that there is a concept called soul. Ignorance, people in the mode of ignorance. They are like, I'm just doing something. Let me just involve in something. I don't bother about whether it is spirit, soul, or whether it is body. I don't bother about all this. I'm just involved in my activities. So this is the knowledge of the people in the mode of ignorance. Okay. Now action or worker in three modes. So in goodness, our action is regulated, performed without attachment, love or hatred. So we do our activities without attachment, without desire for fruitive results or false ego, with great determination and enthusiasm. So these are the qualities of a worker or action in goodness. So they do everything but without attachment to the results, and they do that work with great determination and enthusiasm. So if at all we have to do some work, we have to adopt this path. Okay. And in passion, it is like, I am doing this activity because out of the results that I get from this activity, I just want to gratify my senses. Okay. So this is in the mode of passion. So they are obviously attached to works and fruits of work. So they are doing because they want this type of result. So they are attached to work and fruits of work, and they are greedy, envious, impure, moved by joy and sorrow. So obviously, since they are attached to the fruits of work, when the fruits are good, they'll be joyful, and when the fruits are not so good, they'll automatically feel sorrow. And in the ignorance, it is Completely, whatever work we do, it is an illusion. Without regards for scriptural injunctions, they don't follow Shastras. Without concern for future bondage, they don't even worry about what will happen in the future. So if I do this against scriptures, Shastras, I will be entangled here. They don't even bother about that. Impelled by envy, causes violence or distress, and engaged in works against the injunctions of scriptures, materialistic, obstinate, cheating, and this is expert in cheating. Okay, so these are the qualities or action in three modes. Okay, understanding. So Krishna is giving about our understanding in three modes. Understanding, it is buddhi, our buddhi, intelligence, understanding. In goodness, people know what is to be done and what is not to be done, so they have proper discrimination. Okay, what is to be feared and what is not to be feared. Okay, what is binding and what is liberating, so they know all these things. The knowledge of the intelligence or the buddhi, understanding of the people in the mode of goodness, it is like this, crystal clear. What is correct, what is not correct, what is to be done, what is not to be done, what is to be feared, what is not to be feared, what is binding and what is liberating. They know it clearly. In passion, once again. In passion, they cannot distinguish between religion and irreligion. So they don't know what is correct and what is not correct. Okay, they cannot distinguish basically. So does not know what should be done and what should not be done. But when it comes to ignorance, what happens is they consider what is not to be done as to be done and what is to be done as not to be done. So exact reverse it is, exact reverse to the goodness. So consider irreligion to be religion and religion to be irreligion under spell of illusion and darkness. So always in wrong direction. So whatever is binding, they consider that as liberating. Basically, people in the mode of ignorance. And whatever is liberating, they consider it as binding. Okay, so this is understanding in three modes. And determination, our dhriti, determination in three modes. So in goodness, we are unbreakable and steadfast. So controls mind, life, and senses. So the determination of person who is in the goodness is, it is unbreakable and it is steadfast. So he has control on mind, senses, and life. Passion holds fast to fruitive results in economic development, religion, and sense gratification. So they are attracted to the fruitive results here. So they show determination in these activities. Okay, ignorance cannot go beyond dreaming, lamentation, moroseness, illusion, and fearfulness. So there is no determination at all. They are always in dreaming, so no question of determination. Happiness in three modes. So in goodness, see, this is kind of very interesting. Let us see, in goodness, our happiness is like this. It is poison at beginning, ends like nectar, self-realization. So it leads to self-realization. So happiness in goodness is like, it is poison at beginning. So we feel very tough in the beginning, but when we follow that path, it yields nectar in the end. So it is like waking up at 4:35 in the morning. Okay. So is it nectar in the beginning? Yes, no?
No, Mataji.
Yeah, so it seems like stream poison in the beginning. Huh. So when the alarm rings, it is like, oh my God, I just slept few minutes back and somehow it is 4:35 now. So we feel like that. And so it is very tough to, get up from the bed and start our day. But you know what? When we take that pain, then automatically whatever the task that we wish to finish, if we could finish that, what happens at the end? Do we feel nectar at the end? Yes or no?
Yes, Mataji.
So this is the happiness in goodness. So we should always I mean, we should always try to get happiness in this mode, basically. See, whereas in passion, it is like, let me show you. It is nectar at first and poison at end. So passion is like, yeah, eat some more thing. Yeah, let us sleep for some more time. Just 5 minutes, just 15 minutes. Okay, once you sleep for 15 minutes, then it will be very fresh, and then you wake up and do all your activities with more energy. So it says like that, passion, when alarm rings. But you know what? When we sleep with the thinking that let me sleep for 5 minutes, will we be able to wake up after 5 minutes? Never,
No.
never. Yeah. So Basically, it seems so sweet, so pleasure to sleep for 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes when the alarm rings, basically. But you know what? It may feel like nectar in the beginning, but it leads to poison at the end because we might have planned our day. Let us say we have to complete our 16 rounds in the morning, and when the alarm rings, we feel extremely tough to wake up. But people in the mode of goodness, even though it is tough, somehow they will manage to wake up and try to do 16 rounds, and by 7:38 when they see it, it is like they have completed all the 16 rounds. So it is like a biggest thing to do in a day. So we have completed already the biggest thing in our day, and now we get that strength also, like I have completed 16 rounds today and I have this much of time today, so I can give this much time to family works, I can give this much time to my scriptural study, I can give this much time to my job, I can give this much time to my to spend with my children. So it is like we get that enthusiasm, we get that nectar carried all through the day. But when it comes to passion, it is like it says, when the alarm rings at 4:35 in the morning, let us sleep for 15 more minutes, enough, not more than that. And by the time we wake up, it is already 7. Okay. So, and then we have 16 rounds to finish. And we are supposed to prepare breakfast, lunch for the kids, and we have to rush to office. And office, it will be like hectic day again. Once we come back, we have that 16 rounds, 2.5 hours of task is still there with me, and I have to take care of household chores, I have to take care of children, take care of this, take care of that, along with 16 rounds. So it creates, or it feels like poison at the end. Okay. So when it comes to ignorance, let us see how it looks like. So this is completely out of illusion, arises from sleep, laziness, and illusion. So basically here, they don't even put any alarm. Why to chant now? Anyway, I have lot of time to do all this chanting. Why to wake up now? Let me sleep now. Oh, so this is the mode of ignorance. Okay. So at least we should be a little happy to say that at least we are in the mode of passion, not in ignorance. Okay. So we should try to switch from passion to the mode of goodness. Okay. So because see, we should always introspect our day, that see, today it felt hard for me to wake up in the morning, but since I could have done that, I could have done that as a challenge. My entire day was really very nice, peaceful, and I have almost completed all the tasks that I wish to complete. So that little pain in the morning, and I got this much very positive result. But on the day where you slept and missed the alarm, and you wake up at 7 and miss your chanting in the morning, and that carries to the end of the day, and basically when you have too much to do, you start shouting at others also, so you spoil the mood of yours, you spoil the mood of the family. So when you just introspect that one thing, that 15 minutes I just felt like sleeping, and now because of that all my day has spoiled. So I should always try to get the happiness in the mode of goodness. Okay. Because of that, I feel myself good, and I will be setting myself as a good example to others in the family and in the society also. Okay. Yeah. Now Krishna is going to the third letter, ideal worker. So ideal worker, here 4 social orders and duties are described: perfection through work and attaining the supreme. So there are basically 4 social orders. They are Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras. The intelligent class, the Kshatriyas are the administrative class, the Vaishyas are the mercantile class, and the Shudras are the worker class. Okay. So Brahmanas, they possess these qualities. Basically, they are peaceful, they have self-control, and they maintain austerity, purity, they maintain this tolerance, and they are honest, and they have knowledge, they have the realization of knowledge, that is wisdom and religiousness. So whoever possesses these qualities, they are supposed to be called Brahmanas. So Brahmanas are not the ones who take birth in the family of a Brahmana. No. Okay. If the father is a lawyer, and if the son, will the son also becomes a lawyer?
No.
No. So if the father is a doctor, will the son also becomes a doctor? No. One has to get the qualification, yeah, to be called as a doctor. Similarly, these are the qualifications of brahmanas. One should possess these to be called himself as a brahmana. It is not that your father is a brahmana and you become a brahmana. No, that is not the case. The father might be a brahmana, you might be a kshatriya or vaishya or shudra. So based on your qualities, you will be, your nature will be decided. It is not by birth. Caste, see, people always say that this caste system is there in Hindus. No, caste system is not based on where we are born. Caste system is based on what qualities we possess. Okay, so this is the right way of identifying people and giving the right kind of work to that kind of people. See, if for someone who is not so intelligent, not so self-controlled, not so austere, if we ask him to wake up early in the morning at 4:30, take a Brahma Murta, take a bath and chant 16 rounds and keep cleanliness and maintain cleanliness and do Sandhya Vandan, all these things, if we say to that person, is it possible for that person to do this? No. Yeah. So basically, when this caste system is introduced by Krishna, it is with the intention that you have to divide the people based on their qualities so that we can assign that kind of work to those persons so that they would be doing it easily because that is their nature. Okay. For Kshatriyas, the qualities are heroism, power, determination, resourcefulness, courage in battle, generosity, and leadership. Okay. For Vaishyas, it is farming, cow protection, and business. So they do agricultural activities, farming, and they'll take care of the cows, and they'll do trading business. For Shudras or the worker class, it is labor and service to others. So they are like they would serve the other three sections of the society. Okay. So perfection through work. See, now we have these four categories or four social orders. Now, how can we achieve perfection through our work? One can become perfect by doing all the duties of the respective varna for the Lord's pleasure. So basically, you don't need to stop doing your work based on your quality. You do that kind of work. If you are a quality of a worker class, no problem. You can start serving the other three categories, other three social orders of people, and by doing that with an intention that I want to offer this to the Supreme Lord, I am serving this, I'm doing this work but the pleasure of the Supreme Lord, this will definitely bring the perfection in our work. Okay, so we don't need to stop our work based on our quality, the nature that we possess. We can do the respective work, respective activity, but with the intention that I am doing this for the Krishna's pleasure, Lord's pleasure. So see here, this person, he is an army man. He is actually uh, he is involved in taking care of his duties as a military person, but in his free time he is also trying to chant his rounds, making to the chanting of the holy name. So basically we don't need to stop our work. We do our work for Lord's pleasure, and whenever we get some time, we also try to involve in the activities of bhakti abcd. Okay. Yeah, attaining the supreme. भक्त्या मामभिजानाति यावन्यास्यास्मि तत्त्वतः ततो मां तत्त्वतो ज्ञात्वा विशते तदनन्तरम्. One can understand me as I am, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, only by devotional service. And one is in full consciousness of me, by such devotion, he can enter into the kingdom of God. So basically, if you want to understand me, the only way is by devotional service. So if you reach to that full consciousness of me, then definitely you can come to my abode, you can enter into the kingdom of God. So you may do anything under the sky, but until you take to the path of bhakti, you will not be able to understand the Supreme Lord. You might be a scholar, you might be a pandit, or you might be a very rich person, or you might be possessing so many talents and skills, but until and unless you don't come to the path of bhakti, see, these are all like zeros. Okay, see, mm, uh, getting some scholarship is like having a zero with us, and getting some fame is like another zero, having some talents and skills is like another zero. So all the things that we possess are like zeros. But what happens is, when we start doing bhakti, we start bringing 1 in front of all of this. Only then will the zeros get the value. Yes or no? So
Yes, Mataji.
we might be possessing so many qualities with us, but all of them would become perfect when Krishna has been added to our life. Okay, when bhakti has been included in our life. So then it brings the actual value to the complete zeros that we possess. Otherwise, they would just remain as zeros. So basically, until you come to the path of bhakti, you would not be able to understand me. How many zeros you possess, you cannot understand me. But once you take to path of bhakti, maybe the talents that you possess, maybe the scholarship that you possess, they start getting value. They start the value weightage only by taking to path of devotion. Once you take to the path of devotion, all these become your assets, and through that you can try to approach me. So bhakti is the major quality or major thing that is needed for every one of us to understand Krishna. Okay. Uh, the next section is love of Godhead. So here we have ray of hope and surrender unto Krishna. So follow. So what are we supposed to follow in this? We have to depend on Krishna. So earlier I told you, right? 2 children, one children being the eldest and one children being the youngest. The elder one was like, he is so much independent.
Yes,
Doesn't depend on his mother. But this younger son is like, he's completely dependent on his mother, and he wants his mother's help in each and every task. So in bhakti, we are also supposed to be like that younger kids. Okay, younger children of Krishna. We should always depend on Krishna. Okay, we should always call out to Krishna. Krishna, I don't know how to do this. Krishna, I don't know how to manage this. Krishna, I don't know how to deal with this. So you have to call out to Krishna in each and every situation, and you are like complete surrender and dependent on Krishna. Okay. And then following principles of Bhagavad Gita. So we have to follow what is there, what are the instructions given in Bhagavad Gita, and that too under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master guru. Okay. See, we cannot understand the concepts of Bhagavad Gita until a bona fide guru comes into our life and explain those principles of Bhagavad Gita. Yes or no? Many people might read Bhagavad Gita, but they won't do bhakti. Why? Bhagavad Gita has to be presented or has to be listened from the lips of a pure Vaishnava. Now, from whom we are listening this Bhagavad Gita? From Srila Prabhupada, basically. So, Srila Prabhupada is so pure, so pure, so pure that just by reading the Bhagavad Gita as it is given by Srila Prabhupada, we are able to understand Krishna and start developing bhakti towards Krishna. Yeah. And perform acts while remembering Krishna. And this one thing is, you should always do your activities remembering Krishna. See, only then we would be able to remember Krishna at our ultimate exam. What is the ultimate exam? Final exam?
death. Death.
Death, correct. So in that final exam called death, uh, our life would be called success, or we would be called successful only if we could be able to remember Krishna at that time. And how can we remember Krishna at that time when we are almost facing a immense pain? At that time, how can we remember Krishna? When we take to the practice of remembering Krishna in our day-to-day life, day in and day out, whatever we are doing, whatever we are performing, if we build this habit of remembering Krishna, then automatically at the final test, final exam, we would be able to succeed in that exam by remembering Krishna. You know what? His Grace Amarendra Prabhu, his very famous and exalted devotee in ISKCON, he would say that cultivate this habit of remembering Krishna once in every 15 minutes. Yeah, every 15 minutes, you should say, Krishna, whatever I have done in the last 15 minutes, I offer this to you. And say one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So last 15 minutes, whatever I did, I offer it to you. Again, done. You just do your work. Again, after 15 minutes, you just think of Krishna. Krishna, thank you so much. Now, whatever I have done in the last 15 minutes, I offer it to you, and chant one more time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So imagine if we could remember Krishna like this. See, one thing is, definitely you will not involve in sinful activities because you are saying that I offer it to you. When you do sin and you go to Krishna and say that I offer it to you, will that be nice to go and say to Krishna that I offer it to you? Automatically our
No.
activities would be proper. And also, we don't we would automatically develop the Vaishnava qualities, because when we do something that creates harm, that cause pain to the hearts of the others, then if I go and say to Krishna that I have had a discussion, big argument, debate, fight with this devotee, now Krishna, I offer it to you, will we go and say that? Krishna is like, what did you do? What and how come you come to me now and you are saying this, all this nonsense you are offering to me? Yes or no? Krishna would say like this. So we will be very careful. Our activities would become extremely right, as per the or in line with the etiquette of a Vaishnava, and also we get to the habit of remembering Krishna. Yeah. So this is the final thing that we should remember, that always whatever I do, I should always have the smarana of Krishna, remembering Krishna, remembrance of Krishna. Okay. So if we can do that, then our life is successful. Okay. So imagine if everything is super fine, good, our health is fine, our mind and intelligence are in place, intact, the senses are working, and we are in proper condition. Still, if we are unable to remember Krishna, what is the chance that we can remember Krishna at the time of death? Yes, everything is fine with us. My body is fine, health is fine, mind is fine, intelligence is fine, senses are working absolutely fine, and I am not in any depression, or I am not in a miserable situation. Still, if I could not remember Krishna now, what is the chance that I will be able to remember Krishna at the time of my death? People will be like, at the time of death, I can remember Krishna and I can pass this exam. How can you pass exam? Now, everything is in perfect state and still you cannot remember Krishna. How can you remember Krishna at the time of death? And that too with the pain of 40,000 scorpion bites. Will we remember Krishna? No. So basically, we should cultivate this habit of remembering Krishna. Okay. Yeah. So because of that, what is the result that we get? We get personal protection, pass over all obstacles, personally take you to supreme abode. See, because Krishna says, Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. So, Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate. Those who have surrendered to me and always thinking of me, Ananyas chintayanto mam. In his consciousness, he is always thinking of me, then for that person, Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. So I will give him what he needs and I will protect what he possesses. So he gives protection, and he personally takes care of us, and we will be able to overcome all our obstacles, and finally we will be able to attain to the kingdom of God. Okay. So this is the result of remembering Krishna. Okay. Yeah, this is, yeah, okay. So now it is like almost 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. We have discussed the second chapter with all the contents, third chapter, fourth chapter. Third chapter is like Karma Yoga, fourth chapter is like transcendental knowledge. Krishna says, why does he come? What does he do after coming here? In different types of sacrifices he described. And fifth chapter is like action and Krishna consciousness, like peace formula, equal vision, all these things we discussed. And after that, we discussed about Dhyana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, all these things. And from that 7th to 12th chapters, we have discussed in detail about the Bhakti Yoga, like who is Krishna, what are his energies, who are we are like fragmental parts of Krishna, and how is this complete manifestation, complete material world is maintaining, and like who are the people who surrender to Krishna, who are the people who don't surrender to Krishna, what is the ultimate exam, what is the knowledge, what are the glories of devotion, and what are the different stages of devotion, what is the essence of Bhagavad Gita, like we have Chatushloki Bhagavad Gita, how does devotees behave, and Arjuna asking the universal form to Krishna, and Arjuna asking further details of devotees, like what is the devotee's disposition. And after that, Krishna started giving about, Arjuna asked questions about what is Gnana, Gneya, Prakriti, Purusha, all these details in the 13th chapter. And after that, coming to the modes of nature, and Krishna again giving the knowledge about his abode, the supreme abode. It is like an uprooted, inverted tree, and how can you cross over this tree by knowledge, and how can you remember, like when you drink water, you should remember that I am the taste in the water. When you see the sunlight, I am the rays of the sun, I am the rays of the moon, I am the digestive fire in your stomach. So Krishna had given so many details, and in 16th chapter he had given about the divine and demoniac qualities. Like these are the 26 divine qualities, these are the 6 demoniac qualities, and demons they completely ignore the scriptures, and divine people they take to the path of scriptures. And again in the 17th chapter, Krishna says, how can you, like Arjuna asked, like if someone is between, they are not rejecting scriptures, they are not following scriptures, but they are doing some kind of worship, where do they fall? Then Krishna explains charity, penance, sacrifice, food, all these details in different modes. And again, in the 18th chapter also, Krishna is giving the happiness, determination, action, worker, all these details in 3 modes. And after all this much of information, Krishna is saying that, okay, Arjuna, whatever I said, you keep it aside. This is like the ultimate final instruction of Bhagavad Gita. Sarvadharman parityajya मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः. So Krishna is finally saying, Sarva Dharman Parityaja. I have given you many dharmas, Varnashrama dharma, like how you should work as a karma yogi, how you should work as an Ashtanga yogi, how someone can take to the path of Jnana yoga, what are these modes of material nature. So I have given you so many details, Arjuna. Leave all this and just listen to this final instruction. Sarva dharman parityaja ma mekam sharanam vraja. Just leave everything and just surrender unto me. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. Now you may get the question, if I leave everything, will I not incur sins? Then Krishna is saying, Aham tvam sarva papebhyo. I am there to eradicate, remove all your sins. So mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. Do not worry. I am there to protect you. I am there to take care of you. Leave everything and just surrender unto me. This is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. This is the final instruction of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so we might have discussed so many concepts, dear Matajas, but this is like the ultimate, and the essence and the core of Bhagavad Gita is, you just leave everything and just surrender to Krishna. Surrendering to Krishna means doing what Krishna has said. So we just have to understand what Krishna is trying to say to us. What Krishna says, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. So basically Krishna is saying, surrender unto me. Surrender means following Krishna's instruction. And what is Krishna's instruction? Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. So always think of me, offer your obeisances to me and worship me. So manmana bhava madbhakto, become my devotee. So by doing this, you will definitely be attaining my world, my spiritual kingdom. Of this, there is no doubt. Krishna says all this. Okay, so this is the final essence instruction of Bhagavad Gita, that you leave, abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender to Krishna. Okay. See, abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. O Arjuna, you might be thinking, by doing this war, you might incur sin. Don't worry. Just follow my instructions. Surrender unto me. And since you surrender, I am giving you the instruction. You go and do this war. Because of this war, you might get sinful reactions. You are thinking, but do not worry. I am there to just eradicate all your sinful reactions. Do not fear about that. So Krishna is saying this. Krishna is not just saying this to Arjuna. Krishna is saying to each one of us. Okay, Arjuna might be doing the like acting as a kshatriya in the battlefield, but for us, we as jivas, we are also involved in different activities in our work. So we might also be feeling that, okay, should I take to this path, should I take to that path, will I incur sin here, will I get happiness there? So we might be having many confusions and dilemmas, but Krishna is right away saying that abandon everything, just leave everything and then just surrender unto me. Okay, I'm there to protect you. Krishna is saying this. Yeah. So you see, in this Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. So surrender unto Krishna means surrender only to Krishna. See, we have seen demigod worship also. That is also as per Shastras, right? People in the mode of goodness, they take to the worship of demigods. We discussed. Yeah. So Krishna is saying, no, 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 no. Don't go to worship of demigods. Don't go to worship of your forefathers. Don't go to worship of this and that. Just surrender unto me. Okay, Krishna is saying, Mam Ekam, just surrender unto me only. Okay, Krishna is saying that. And then by this, what you get? You will get transcendental peace. Okay, by surrendering to Krishna, we'll get transcendental peace. And also, we will get the supreme and eternal abode, that is the Krishna Loka, the Vaikuntha Lokas, we will attain. And by just surrendering to Krishna, we will become free from sinful reactions. Okay. Yeah. Now, so this, as I said, this is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. This is the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Now, end results. Who can receive this knowledge? One who distributes this knowledge, one who studies this knowledge, one who listens with faith and the supreme auspiciousness. Let us see. Who can receive this knowledge? The one who is devoted to Krishna, who is non envious of Krishna, and who is a friend to Krishna and who has self control. So, definitely, if someone possesses these qualities, he can definitely receive these teachings. So, are we fortunate enough to receive these teachings? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. Krishna gives freedom, devotee surrenders. Okay. Okay. So somehow this slide has got here. But anyways, see, what happened when Krishna had given that instruction. So Krishna is saying that, Arjuna is saying that, my dear Krishna, oh infallible one, my illusion is gone now. I have regained my memory by your mercy. I am now firm and free from doubt, and I'm prepared to act according to your instructions. So yeah, basically, after receiving this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, you remember what was the position of Arjuna in second chapter, the beginning of second chapter?
He
Was he
was
with,
confused.
yeah, he was confused,
Confused.
perplexed. He was not sure what he was supposed to do. Complete dilemma. Is it good or is that good? Am I supposed to do this, do that? So it was completely confusion. And even the Gandiva bow, it also got slipped from his hand. Yeah. So you know what? Gandiva is very dear to Arjuna. He never leaves his bow. So it is very close and dear to Arjuna. So, but the situation is so terrible, or so worse, that even the Gandiva bow, which is very dear to his heart, it got slipped from his hand. Okay. But now, after listening to the entire conversation, or after being a part of the entire conversation of this Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is saying that, Krishna, my illusion is completely gone now. Now I could understand the things clearly. Now I am clear. I got this clarity in my life. What else Krishna is saying? Sorry, what else Arjuna is saying? I have regained my memory by your mercy. Basically, when we are under this illusion, even though we have intelligence, even though we have some memory, we don't be able to recollect our memory. That illusion, the impact of the illusion would be like that. But once that illusion is completely gone, Arjuna is saying that I have regained my memory by your mercy. I'm now firm and free from doubt and prepared to act according to your instructions. So Krishna would say like this after the end of the conversation. Krishna says, now I have told you everything, Arjuna. So uh, now you decide what you want to do. Ethe ichchasi tatha kuru. So whatever you feel like doing, now you do it. Now I have given all the instructions. And Arjuna was still like dilemma. He was, okay, Krishna had given me that concept there, this concept in this chapter, this concept in that chapter. So what should I do? Arjuna was still thinking. Then Krishna was like, okay, let me not give this trouble also to him. Let me say that sarvadharman parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. So Krishna is saying, so you don't even worry about, like, I have put the ball in your court, like you decide, but I understood that you are not in a position to decide. So let me tell you that you leave everything and just surrender unto me. So Krishna is saying this. And after that, you know what Arjuna said? So he agrees, or he accepts that whatever you say, I will do it, Krishna. So it is like, now after this complete discussion, if you say me to stop the war, I will stop the war. If you say me to go and fight the war, I will fight the war. Now, isn't this the surrender? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Surrender means completely abiding by the instructions of the Supreme Lord. So now Arjuna is not saying that I will go and fight the war. No, Arjuna is not saying that. Arjuna is saying that whatever you say, I will do that, Krishna. This is real surrender. So we should also develop this attitude. So whatever Krishna says, I will do that. This is surrender. So then Arjuna says, my illusion is gone now. Now I am ready to fight as you are instructing me to fight. Okay. Now, what is the glory for one who distributes this knowledge? Okay. Ye idam paramam guhyam madbhakteshvabhidhasyati bhaktim mai param kritva mame vaishyatya samshayaha. For one who explains the supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed, and at the end he will come back to me. So Krishna is saying that basically you should be devoted, non-envious friend, and you should have self-control to receive this knowledge. But for one who gives this knowledge, it is their pure devotional services guaranteed to them, and at the end he will come back to me. See, basically when we give this knowledge to someone, what happens, as I said earlier, we might give some food as a charity to someone, we might give some clothing as charity to someone, or we might give some money, some financial help as a charity to someone. But that would be helpful for them maybe for a day or some few days, or for a few months, maybe if we give some financial help. But after that, again he comes back to the same problem, right? But when we give this knowledge to the people, they understand that they are not this body, they are soul, and they start working on that platform. So basically you are making a jiva close to Krishna by giving this knowledge. Yes or no? So this, hence, Krishna conscious activities, charity in Krishna conscious activity is the best charity, because you are not just solving the material problems of a person, but you are solving the ultimate problems of the person, that is birth, death, old age, and disease. So how much ever you do charity, will you be able to liberate that person from this ultimate problems? No. Only by giving this knowledge will be able to deliver a person from these ultimate problems. Hence, whoever distributes this knowledge, whoever shares this knowledge to others, pure devotional service is guaranteed to them. Krishna is saying that, and at the end we will come back to my place. Okay. So basically, listening Bhagavad Gita is great. Receiving Bhagavad Gita is great. Sharing the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is great. Reading Bhagavad Gita is great. Everything related to Bhagavad Gita is great. But unfortunately, people don't take to Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. So this is the pathetic situation in the current age. People are like in ISKCON, we say that you don't need to pay anything, just it is free of cost. You come and sit there for 1.5 hours, you just listen to class. That's it. You don't pay anything, nothing. We will try to explain you in a more simple way, easy way. But people are like, no, reluctant. No, we don't listen. No, we are busy. We are busy. Not having time is the biggest excuse that people say in this world, or in the current age. Yeah. So they are completely ignorant that by just giving this excuse that I'm busy, I don't have time, I don't need this now, they are missing the most important uh, thing or aspect in their life, that they are forgetting how to live also, or they don't even know how to live also. They might be living for the sake of living, they are living, but the one who knows Bhagavad Gita lives his life to the fullest and maximum extent possible. The purpose of his life is served, fulfilled only by knowing Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, we are just living like animals, dear Matajas. That's it. Yeah, having no purpose and just living for the sake of eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. So, as I said earlier, animals also eat, we also eat. Animals also sleep, we also sleep. Animals also mate, we also mate. Animals also defend themselves, and we also defend ourselves. But apart from that, are we doing anything? Do we have any purpose in our life? Do we have any goal in our life? So that we understand only by knowing or listening Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, it is just a sophisticated animalistic living. Yeah, Srila Prabhupada says this. So we are living a sophisticated animalistic life. We are not supposed to be like that. Yeah. Hmm. Now, one who studies Bhagavad Gita, so basically they worship me by intelligence. So, as I said, Shastric study would sharpen our intelligence, right? That chariot example you remember. For senses, it is engagement in Krishna's service. For mind, it is chanting. For intelligence, it is. Do you remember or no? Scriptural study. Yes or no?
Reading script.
Reading scriptures, correct. So one who studies Bhagavad Gita, they're actually worshipping me by their intelligence. They are worshipping by intelligence. and one who listens with faith. So Krishna is saying about all of you who are attending this class with faithfulness. So one who listens with faith frees from sinful reactions and attains to the auspicious planets. So one who listens this supreme knowledge with faith, all our sinful reactions will be removed, eradicated, vanquished, and basically they will attain to the auspicious planets. What is the most auspicious planet? It is
Spiritual.
Golok, spiritual planet, Golok, Vaikunta. So who listens with faith, all their sins will be removed and they will reach the auspicious planets. Okay. See, basically, just tell me one thing. One who listens this knowledge with faith, will they take to the path of bhakti or not? With faith. Obviously,
Yes,
they will take.
Mataji.
So obviously, when you take to the path of bhakti, your ticket to Golok is guaranteed. Yes or no? It is just a matter of time. Maybe if you're sincere, you might reach there early, or if you're not so sincere, being somewhat bit casual, you might reach there bit late. But once you take to the path of bhakti, your ticket is confirmed. Okay. But how can your ticket is confirmed? By taking to bhakti. How can you take to bhakti? By listening to Bhagavad Gita with faith. Yeah. So when you listen to Bhagavad Gita with faith, we start doing activities in bhakti, and based on our sincerity or determination in the activities of bhakti, our ticket or our time to reach to Golok varies basically. Okay. Yeah, the supreme auspiciousness. So this shloka, Sanjaya says, see, we have two conversations going on, right? It is between Krishna and Arjuna and Sanjaya and Dhritarashtra. So after this complete conversation, see, Sanjaya had listened to each of the conversation, and Sanjaya could also see the Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa had seen, the four-handed form he has seen, and the two-handed form also he had seen. So after listening to this entire divine conversation, Sanjay is saying, so Dhritarashtra, you have asked me, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do when they assemble on the battlefield? The very first shloka, 1.1 shloka. Yeah, Dhritarashtra Vacha. And Sanjay is saying that, okay, you are thinking that there is some hope for your sons to win, but listen to me, oh Dhritarashtra. Sanjay is saying this. Yatra Yogeshwarah Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurtaraha, Tatra Sri Vijayo Bhutir Dhruvanetir Matir Mama. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mistakes, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be opulence, victory. The Sri means opulence, Vijaya, victory, Dhruva, extraordinary power, and Matir Mama, morality. That is my opinion. Dhruva, Nitir means morality. Matir Mama, that is my opinion. Sanjay is saying this. So, wherever there is Krishna and wherever there is Arjuna, there the victory is, there the opulence is, and there the morality and extraordinary power is. So your hope is out of hope now. Okay, so you don't put any hopes on your son's victory. It is completely out of scope. There is Krishna, the Supreme Lord, and there is Arjuna, the dear devotee of the Supreme Lord, who had surrendered to the Supreme Lord and following his instructions. Wherever this combination is there, the Supreme Lord, okay, and the devotee who surrendered to the Supreme Lord, wherever this combination is there, their success, opulence, the fortune, the morality, everything would be with their side. So it is not just with Arjuna, dear Matajis. Wherever the Supreme Lord is there, and wherever the devotee who has surrendered to the Supreme Lord is there. So be it Deepka Mataji, be it Srija Mataji, be it Sneha Mataji, be it all the Matajis in this class. So wherever the devotee who has surrendered to the Supreme Lord is there, so there definitely there is victory, definitely there is opulence, definitely there is fortune, definitely that is the side that is going to win at the last. So saying this, Bhagavad Gita, Sanjaya concludes this conversation. Okay. What are we supposed to do? We have to surrender to the Supreme Lord. Surrendering means following the instructions, and following the instructions means always remembering Krishna. How? By taking to the path of A, B, C, D. Being in association of devotees, by reading Shastras, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, all this transcendental literature, by taking to the holy names of the Lord, by chanting the holy names, and by doing DT Seva or diet. So by all these things, we are following the instructions of Krishna. Okay. So this is about 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita and our conclusive uh, explanation on Bhagavad Gita. So I hope the class is clear and all the classes were also clear. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
No questions, but tons of thanks to you, Mataji.
So much, Mataji. Thank you so much.
You have taken so much of trouble in doing PPT and you have explained very well, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji.
The struggle in preparing PPT is with Padmaja Mataji. I am not involved in that seva. So it is Mataji who has done all those PPTs. So I am just here in this 1 hour and reading from the PPT. So I have not done anything, Mataji. It is just the mercy of Guru Krishna and Vaishnavas that I can speak something here. So
Thank you so much,
I'm
Mataji.
equally thankful to each one of you, Matajis, just because of your sincerity, just because of your dedication in joining these classes regularly. So it had given me inspiration that I should at least try to make some sense, give some sense in the class. So it is all because of you that I kept myself engaged all through the 18 days. So it was like listening to earlier classes of Bhagavad Gita, listening, reading all the translations of Bhagavad Gita, and listening to senior devotees classes on that particular chapter of Bhagavad Gita. And when the time comes, it is 8 p.m. I'm just repeating the same thing. So thank you for engaging me almost all of the day in thoughts of Bhagavad Gita, in the remembrance of Krishna. So I'm equally grateful to all of you, Mataji's.
Thank you so
Mataji.
much, Mataji.
Thank you
you
for
so
giving
much.
the
Wonderful,
knowledge.
wonderful session, Mataji.
Thank you so much,
Every
Mataji.
time you'll conduct, I usually conduct, always you'll be conducting the wonderful sessions itself. Only it's not one day. It's not about one day, Mataji. Every day I would feel that, Mataji, you have so much of patience, Lord Krishna always will be with you, Mataji. It's really happy to meet you, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mataji. Yeah, let us take one group photo. Yeah. Yeah. Please turn on your videos. I have announced in the beginning of the session. So it is our practice to take one group photo at the end of these 18-day sessions. So to keep it as a memory. Okay. Yeah. I would request all of you to please turn on your videos. Yeah, thank you so much, Mataji. So colorful to see all of you. Very nice. Yeah, very nice. Okay. Vinuta Mataji. Okay. And we have one more participant with name NS. I'm not sure who is that, Mataji. So if you can also turn on your video, Mataji, please turn it on. We'll take one screenshot. Okay, fine. Not sure. Mataji is not turning on the video. Yes. Vinuta Mataji, can you make your phone, rotate your phone like this? Yeah, correct. Yes, very nice. Thank you so much, Mataji. I will share this in the group, or I don't know if I can share it or not, but those who want this, please ping me personally. I'll share it to them. Okay.
Okay, Mataji.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna Mataji, Dhanvat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna.
Mataji, I want to ask you if we can't come on 25th, then how do we get a certificate?
Actually, this time we have to attend Mataji. We are not giving online certificates. So this is offline certificate only. Those who come there, there like there would be some people who register your names there and preparing certificates based on the people who come there. So if you cannot make it, then it might not be possible for you to get the certificate.
Our family can pick up, anyone can pick up the
Yeah, definitely.
certificate.
Definitely. Yes. If
Mm.
anyone can attend on your behalf, then definitely they can uh, say your name and they can get the certificate on your behalf, Mataji. That is there.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
But that is between 3 to 4 only.
Yes, Mataji. 3 to 4 or 4:30. By that time, the certificates would be given. Yeah. So, so as I said, 25th of October, we are celebrating the disappearance day of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And so we'll have the programs to glorify Srila Prabhupada, uh, to give our heartfelt gratitude, say our heartfelt gratitude to Srila Prabhupada on that day for all the services that Srila Prabhupada had done to the society and for all the knowledge that we are receiving today. It is all because of Srila Prabhupada. So we'll have events to glorify Srila Prabhupada. And after that, we'll be having Mahaprasadam, the lunch prasadam, and post the lunch, the certificate distribution would be there. So as I said, it is not just for this batch. People who are attending the 18 days, 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita from the month of May, all those people, all the people from all those batches would be coming. So certificates would be awarded to each one of them. Okay. And the time for, like, if you want to just come and receive your certificates, so make sure you come there by 3. It is in ISKCON Abbot's Temple in Dwarkapuri Hall. Okay. If you can attend the complete whole program, please try to be there by 12. You would be, you can participate in the complete program. Okay. So I would request each one of you to please attend, if not by 12, at least by 3. Okay. So that we can meet in person, and we can also, I will also get further details on the further courses to you. I'm not sure if you are really interested in taking further courses, or you are like, enough, Mataji. It is already
No,
No,
Mataji,
18 days and
definitely
we are
would be
bearing
Mataji,
gift.
interested.
No, Mataji,
We are
we are
eagerly
interested.
waiting, in fact.
Hari bol.
Nee,
Yeah.
with the gap, we can do it because we have not made the notes. Like every date is coming, and because of the Diwali, I
Okay.
thought so. We need a break of again 15 days to revise what we have learned.
At least for 1 week, I don't think you will have anything, Mataji. So within this time, we would decide what would be the next course to be given to you. So I would inform all those details to you in the same group. So if you have any other questions, like if you want to join the already existing running classes, you can message me. I will add you to that group also, so you can start attending those classes. Or as I said, it takes some time to decide the further course for you. So if you want some time, then you can take the time, and once that is finalized, I'll share all those details to you in the group, and you can start participating or joining those classes once that is finalized. Okay. So it was wonderful, wonderful meeting each one of you. As I said, this is my first batch preaching Bhagavad Gita in English. So I was given this seva from last I think last October or November. I started preaching, but that was in Telugu. So earlier also 2.5, 3 months back, I have taken one batch of 18 days course. That was also in Telugu. But this is the very first batch, that too for Matajis in English. So I was completely skeptical that I don't know, I am going to mess this or what. I have this complete doubt on me, but I don't know, by somehow by Krishna's and Guru's mercy, that at least I could speak something. I'm not sure if you could understand it or not, but I could speak something, and relevant to the chapter. Yeah, this is really nice experience, nice learning, and in fact, I even relished Bhagavad Gita more this time when compared to the earlier batch. So I'm feeling that the more I am involved in this seva, the more I internalize the concepts of Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. So when I was, it was like almost 4 to 5 times I read Bhagavad Gita, but that will be like, okay, this shloka is completed. Let's go to next shloka, next shloka. But now when you are supposed to say to someone, you should have complete grip, like why this shloka is set here, how come this shloka is connected to this shloka, and how to express this or how to convey this to the people without creating any doubt, so that they will have the smooth understanding, the smooth flow of getting things clear. So it takes a different perspective to know and read Bhagavad Gita when you are supposed to say Bhagavad Gita to someone. So it is a different journey altogether. Yeah, I'm so grateful and thankful to each one of you for eagerly participating and showing up your interest every single day. Thank you so much, Margaret. Pancha
Thank you, ma'am.
kalpatarubhyascha कृपा सिंधुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रील गुरुदेव की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि.
Hari Bol.
Thank you so much.
The classes were flawless, Mataji. Like, we never felt that we did not understand this concept, and even when we had any doubts, it went on so flawless that we like to hear more about it. Actually, we never felt that even when the time was running late, or even when the class extended till 9:50 also, we still wanted to hear more. Oh, we felt that the classes are getting over. We never watched the time on, it was flawless and it was very interesting actually. You made it very simple to us,
Thank you so
and
much.
it was very good, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Mataji, if you have any more sessions like this, you can please put in a group so that we can all join.
Sure, Mataji, definitely, Mataji.
Yeah.
Please stay in the group, okay, until you receive further communication and all. Please stay in the group and try to check the messages. And as I said earlier, if you have any questions related to sadhana, related to chanting, related to understanding any shloka of Bhagavad Gita, related to bhakti, anything that you feel that you need clarity, please feel free to reach out to me personally on my WhatsApp number. Okay.
Sure, Mataji.
So
Thank
I'll
you.
try to share whatever I know. If I could not able to answer that, I'll try to get the answer for that from my seniors, and I'll try to help you, Matajis. Okay. So
Sure,
my
Mataji.
humble request is, don't stop this journey here. It is not just 18 days thing and completed, done for the life, done for the done for it. No, no, not like that. So as I said, it is just a beginning. We have just scratched the surface of Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, there is a lot more to understand, lot more to know, lot more to transform ourselves. Yeah, so we need to have Bhagavad Gita implemented in our lives. For that, we need to stay in this association for a really long time. Yeah. So I request all of you, stay back. Please stay connected and do not leave this association. Please be in the groups, and any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. And for further courses, for further any information on the next set of batches and all, I'll share all that information in the group once that is finalized. Okay. Thank you so much, Matajis. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Mataji,
Hare
Mataji.
1 to
Krishna, Mataji.
18
Dandavat pranam.
videos will be shared in the group, ma'am. Group, Mataji.
Sorry, which videos? These videos?
1 to 18 videos.
Yeah, now what I'll do is I will share the 18th video today, and I will give the link to the playlist today. Okay, today means tomorrow I will share that. Playlist link I'll give you. Once you have the link of the playlist, you would be able to watch all the sessions that we have discussed so far in this batch.
Okay, thank you,
Just
Mataji.
with this
And
one.
PPT also.
PPT, if you want it, please send me a message, Mataji, personal
Okay.
message. I would share the PPTs with you.
Thank
Okay.
you so much, Mataji.
Thank you,
It
Mataji.
was a
Hare Krishna.
wonderful journey, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank
Can
you.
we chant Hare Krishna mantra?
Yes, please chant 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you.
Hare Krishna mantra.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you.
Dandavat Pranam. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.